Hello AM community, welcome back to another HelpX video. In today's video, we're going to go through how to integrate Adobe Experience Manager 6.2 with Activation, formerly known as Dynamic Tag Management. By using Activation and AM together, you can create really advanced solutions. So you can build scripts and tags, host them on DTM or Activation, and then pull them into AM and make use of them throughout your AM site. So let's take a look at what we mean by an activation rule. So we're within the activation web UI. We're going to click on AM3, which is a property. So notice here we've got different tabs. We have an overview tab, we have a rules tab, an approvals tab, history tab, and an embed tab. To see the rules associated with this property, we want to click on rules. And then we see these different event-based rules on the left-hand side. We can click on page rules or page load rules, and we can see that we've got one rule defined here called test unload Chrome 44. If we click the edit button, we can further drill down into this rule. So in this case, we can expand conditions, and we can see that this rule is triggered on load. So it's almost like when a page is loaded. We're going to choose a different protocols here, different rules here, and in this case we're going to choose browser, and then we're going to choose on Chrome. So this rule is going to be invoked when we load a web page within Chrome. Then we can define some JavaScript that's invoked when it's these conditions are met. So we click on JavaScript, we can see that it's just simply an alert button. It says, hello Chrome, this is a DM or digital marketing rule. So we save this, and we can save the rule. And then every time you save or create a new rule, you've got to hit the approvals. So we scroll down here, we can see that we've got different conditions that we got to improve. We click on improve, and then it's prompted to approve. So in order to approve a rule in DTM, you've got, or activation, you have to have administrative privileges. So we go now into our AM web page. So we've just, for the purposes of this demo, we're just using Geometrics Media. We'll load the page again simply by refreshing it. We can see that the alert does pop up. It says, hello Chrome, this is a DM rule. Therefore, AM and activation are communicating together. That is that the rule we define in activation is being invoked within AM. Now switching back over to the HelpX article. And by the way, we're now viewing the new templates for the new HelpX articles. So from now on, when we create new articles, you're going to be seeing these templates, and we're also going to be porting the old ones over to this new template. It's got better look and feel. We've got new features to it, such as we've got the major sections of the article listed here on the right and so forth. It's just got a cleaner look and feel to it. So if we scroll down in this article, we've gone over the stuff in the introduction. We're going to go through step by step in this article. So the first section is how to create an activation rule. So the first part of this article discusses what a rule is. So really a rule consists of two parts: and identifying a trigger. So really the trigger is going to allow you to set when the rule is invoked. So for example, as shown at the beginning of this article, we can set the trigger so it fires when a page is loaded, and then you can set conditions such as what browser you're going to use, when it's invoked, i.e. unload, and then what you can drill down to even further type of rules. So I recommend reading this section to kind of get more information about that. So this is going to tell us how, following this, we're going to learn how to build a rule. So first one's log on to Activation UI. We'll do that. Click home. What we want to do is click add new property so we can name it. So I'll say video AM. Then it wants the URL to our AM server, so we can say HTTP localhost 4502. Click create property. scroll down, we can see now it's right here. Next, we're going to click on the new property. And then we're going to see now we have access to the screen where we can define rules. So we click on rules, and then we can now further modify this rule by clicking on the page load rules. Then you can see now we can create a new rule by clicking this create new rule button. We can give it a name in the name field, so we'll call it video AM rule. We can open up conditions, the trigger rule at unload. So we got different other ones. We have top of page, bottom of page, DOM ready, unload. So unload is almost like on jQuery when you have unload event. We can define a criteria. So we're going to click browser. We're going to hit add criteria. We can say we have different options. So in this example, we're going to click Chrome, and then go down to JavaScript, where we can then click on non-sequential, add new script, and then here we can simply say alert, new rule defined in our HelpX video. So once done, click Save Code. Oh, tag name, sorry, we've got to enter a tag name too, so we can say JavaScript video, click Save Code. And then save rule. So once we've defined this rule, what we want to do is go to approvals, and then we can see that video AM page load rule is defined. So we've got to approve this before it can be used. So go down to the bottom of the screen and click approve. Then you're prompted to approve it again. Click yes. Now we've successfully defined a rule for our activation property. So we go to embed. This is another tab that we discussed in the article. We can see we have 3 different options. We're going to keep the first option, and if we scroll down this, we can see we have header code, we have staging embed code, production embed code, and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to just copy this script. I'm going to drop it into Notepad. It's going to be used for later on in this video. I'll just minimize this. So now we've successfully defined the property, defined the rule, we've activated the rule, and we've got the script that will link back to the rule. So now, at this point, we'll go back to the article. We should be here. So we'll scroll down. How to configure Experience Manager to use activation. So let's go through this. What we want to do is click on the upper left AM icon. It'll then pull up this view. We want to click on the Tools icon and then click on Deployment. Scroll down, we see Cloud Services. Click on Cloud Services, and then you can now view all of the services. What we want to do is click on Dynamic Tag Management, click on Show Configurations, and we want to make a new configuration. So in this one, what we'll do is we'll call it a video configuration. And then click Create. This will bring up the API token, company name, and production, and we'll fill this in a second. So for the API token, we can go back to the web client for activation, click on My Account, and then we can scroll down and you can see we have an API token here. Copy it, and then we can continue to configure on the within AM. So now we're back in AM, we can complete the configuration. So we want to go on video config, then we want to enter the API token. So we can test the connection by clicking connect to DTM. Now we prompted with a message saying connection successful, retrieved companies list. So we can then select our, it says Adobe, then we can select our rule. So then I believe we created video AM in this video. So there it is. We're successful. We can click we can click OK. So then we want to go to the staging settings, deselect this use self-hosting checkbox. Now we can see that we've got both header code and footer code in our in the appropriate fields. Click OK. Now notice that all the information is set here, and we can continue. So last part of the article, we're going to go over how to embed the rules in Experience Manager web page. So to do this, we're going to go to our site admin. We're going to click on, for this, we're going to click on English. And then we're going to go over to Cloud Services. And then we can notice that we have Dynamic Tag Management set up. We can then scroll down to where it says Video Config, our new configuration that we've set up. And then click OK. If it's not there, you can click Add Service, and then it'll pop the different cloud services that you can choose from. It's discussed in the article, so read the article, and then you'll learn how to pull it up if you don't have Dynamic Tag Management already present. So the last part, what we want to do is we want to take the URL that we've got earlier, the script tag that links back to the rule. We'll drop it right into the JSP for the page, as we can see here. We'll save it. And then now we've linked the rule into the JSP. So we can then go back to our geometrics page. We'll refresh it. It says new rules defined in our HelpX video. So this is the new rule that we just created in this video. Now we can see it successfully being pulled in and then invoked from within our AM page. So this really concludes the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. So along with the video and the article, you should now know how to successfully embed an activation rule in an AM 6.2 site. Thank you very much for watching.